Amazing. So as many of you know, we've been running a gift appeal and a selection box appeal here at Hope Church. And we've partnered with Lancashire County Council to help with actually getting these gifts out to the places where they are most in need. I'm here with Paula today from Lancashire Council. Why don't you just introduce yourself, tell us a bit about your day-to-day role.
Okay, so I'm Paula. I work for the Faldon Wire area of Lancashire as a family support worker, and we work with children of all ages up to 18 and children who are leaving care probably up to the age of 25. We support around various different incentives to ensure that all children are happy, they're well, they are nurtured and are thriving in a loving environment.
Amazing, that's fantastic. And so Christmas is obviously all year is difficult, but Christmas perhaps particularly difficult. What kind of needs are there across Faldon Wire?
So we've got many children who do not receive Christmas gifts. Some children don't know really much about Christmas other than what they know at school, and what they hear from other people. Generally in some of these families, gifts aren't given even for birthdays as well. So what we try and do is work with the local community to try and raise some funds, whether it's with food banks or toy drives like the one we've been doing with you guys, to ensure that at least all children will get something for Christmas, and also to hopefully try and provide that sense of what Christmas is about. It's about family, it's about giving, it's about, children not having to worry about, what the friends at school are doing or what the friends at school have been given, and they can be a part of this celebration.
Amazing, that's fantastic. And that whole sense of community, we've really experienced it here as we've kind of put out this appeal to see if people can donate gifts. We have been inundated. It's been fantastic to see, and particularly some local businesses as well. I just want to give a few thanks. There's been many more than I'll mention, but Danbro, our neighbours just over here, and their staff, they covered the cost and wrapped almost half of the massive selection boxes that we had donated, which is fantastic. Jan at Beautiful Bakes and Balloons, she did a Christmas cake raffle and raised over £300 and then used that to buy gifts for this appeal. Brett, one of our own in the company he works for, Cubbies, they donated a whole bunch of cuddly toys, which is fantastic. And then the residents at Fossbrook House just down the road, they all jumped on board and brought and donated a whole bunch of gifts. And then of course the residents of Lytham St Anne's as well have just been donating gifts, which has been absolutely amazing. And then there's been other support as well, haven't there?
Yes, so we do a toy drive through Rock FM with Cash for Kids every year, where we are given a large section of gifts, toys, activities, toiletries, you name it, we probably receive it. And also through the food banks, we work quite closely with those, just to make sure that families are not going to go without over Christmas. We try and help as many as we can. Sometimes it is a little bit difficult. This year has been amazing. I think we've been inundated with more than we've ever had before, and given the pandemic times that we're in at the minute, it's astounding really how generous people are.
It's incredible, isn't it? So is there maybe just one example that you can give us of a family who will really experience the benefit of what we're doing?
Yeah, so I work quite closely with a family where there are 3 children aged between 6 and 16 living with mum, have had to relocate recently through no fault of their own. Things are really tight. Mum was fortunate to get some housing through the local authority. She, other than paying essential bills, mum has very little in terms of what she can spend on food. So for an example, she has about £150 a month to cover the cost of food, toiletries, just basic essentials. If there's an emergency, she doesn't have that funding to support with an emergency. Mum struggles herself. She's with mental health and well-being, finds things very difficult, finds engagement with anybody very difficult, and although she wants to go in and try and get things for her children, she doesn't have the means to do it.
Sure.
And then with her mental health, it puts those barriers up. She at times is quite embarrassed that we have sourced some things for her, but for her it's an embarrassment because it's that I can't provide for my family, and that's not the case. She just hasn't the means to do that given the circumstances that she's in at the minute. So for her, we've been able to source some food vouchers. We've amassed quite a lot of support from the food bank, which is brilliant, and that will go on into the new year. And yesterday I donated some of the toys and gifts for Mum to hide away for Christmas morning. Amazing. And she was so overwhelmed and grateful beyond belief. It's so nice when you see that and you can help somebody. It just gives you that sense of this family are going to be okay on Christmas morning.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and that's what it's about. So yeah, we are very, very grateful for all the support that we've had through yourselves, through the local community, through Rock FM and Cash for Kids. It's been absolutely amazing, and I don't think we could have done what we've done without your guys' support.
Amazing. And that's it, that is what it's all about, isn't it? It's about helping families who, more often than not, through no fault of their own, find themselves in a place where they just can't, you know, do Christmas in the way that many of us do. And so it's great to be able to work with you guys and just help some of these families to experience the joy of Christmas in a way that they should be able to. So once again, thank you all so much for your generosity. It's great to hear even just one example of the real world benefit that it's having in our community. So thank you so much, guys.